Hi, I'm Joshua Heffernan. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and watching this video. I'm going to jump right into the questions. Sometimes leaders are skeptical about changing their way of work. Tell us a time when you coached a skeptical leader and what was the outcome. I like to just start off by saying every Scrum Master job I've worked, I like to go in for about a week, watch how the team works amongst each other, see who's shy, see who's more of a lead. Usually that's like a senior developer or senior engineer doing the more majority of answering questions, things like that. I just like to see the team dynamic before I jump right in. With that being said, to answer the question, was one of my old manager, sorry, not a manager, he was a lead engineer at Zayo, and he was very skeptical. They came from Waterfall, moving over to Scrum. It was a company decision. It was working, but Waterfall was working there, but it wasn't the best, which I completely understand. I do think Scrum is better than Waterfall, even though I know how to do Waterfall as well. With that being said, he was just skeptical. We had our weekly one-on-ones. I got a lot of feedback from him, just saying, "Hey, what's working? Do you like this? Where can I answer questions?" Showing him how we switched over to Jira and Confluence as well, comparatively to Google. It's not Word, but Google Docs and Salesforce. So I think there was a lot of big changes in the very beginning. So I understand the skepticism in general. With that being said, our weekly one-on-ones and just getting his feedback, how we could adjust the team, how we could use tags in Jira, things like that, and just adapting to his feedback and mine, and we basically were able to build the trust that we needed to help get a healthy outcome, and he loved Scrum by the end of it. Question number 2, what have I done in the past to build trust with a new team who did not trust me initially? I believe in self-managing developers and just team members on a Scrum team in general. With that being said, I just like to empower them by basically a lot of times asking them, "Hey, there's this problem. How would you fix it? What's the best way to fix it with still delivering the value in general?" So usually they have the answers, but no one's ever either asked them or was willing to listen. So I like to try, it's happened multiple times, but say, "Hey, let's try that for 2 weeks and see if that's a better outcome. And if it is, we'll keep using it. And if not, then we can stop it immediately." That's the best way for me building trust, just in general, throughout my Scrum teams in the past. So question number 3, share one thing one second. Share one thing that you contribute constantly. I always ask, I'm very personal, so I always like to ask, "Hey, anybody got any plans this weekend? Does anybody, like golfing? What do you like to do?" So it's more than just, a checklist of, "Hey, what'd you work on? What are you doing tomorrow?" Things like that. It just feels like building a bond in general is better and healthier for the team. And then following up with that, "Hey, how's your weekend? I know you're going to a concert. Was it good?" Things like that just help build trust. And we also, at my current job, do Scrum of Scrums, 15 minutes every day. If we have big blockers, we go over all the big questions. If not, meeting's really fast, 5 minutes or so. Last question. The largest challenge I have faced as a Scrum Master and how was it resolved? My very first job, we switched over from Waterfall to Scrum, and we had to do these big training seminars, and roughly 80 engineers, developers, managers, and testers were all there as well. About 4 to 5 total, and that was training them from going from Waterfall to Scrum methodologies in general. We built all the PowerPoints, we did all the training, and there was monthly follow-ups after that for office hours to teach them how to use Jira, things like that. I always have like an open door policy. Just come to me at any point, and I can help teach you or answer any questions that you may have. I think I went a little bit over, but thank you so much. And that's the 4 questions. Have a good day.